is Susan Velez from IamWithSusanVelez.com, and I wanted to make this quick tutorial video to show you how I install my sites manually, and at the same time I secure them to make sure they're as secure as possible. So I'm going to be using this test site right here. It's mobileappsgeek.com, and I'm going to show you that there is no WordPress site on it right now. And as you can see, I'm in the public HTML and the directory is empty. So let me show you how to install WordPress manually, okay? So once you've uploaded or installed the domain onto your hosting account, I'm using HostGator right here, and I'm in the cPanel. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll down to MySQL databases, and we're going to create a database. So I like to use RoboForm to create my databases and passwords. It's something that I really actually like. You can use anything. I believe there's other programs out there that are free. RoboForm is a paid program, but it's something that I've just gotten used to. So the first thing to create a database is you're going to want to uncheck the special characters, and I like to create mine about 27 characters long or more depending on how secure I want it. Now, I don't use this method for all my sites. I only use it for the sites that I'm going to be creating and turning into an authority site. So when you put 27, unclick the special characters, you're just going to hit generate. Going to copy it and paste it right here, and then I'm going to hit create database. So now the database has been created. So now what I like to do is I like to highlight this, Control C to copy it, and I keep all my passwords and everything on a notepad. Now let me delete these. These are actually old. I'm going to delete those. Okay, so now what I do is I keep a sheet for the records that I use and I create, and then I back them up. So I'm just going to paste that right there where it says MySQL database, and I'm pasted the database. So now we're going to go back and we're going to create a username. Now the user can only be 7 characters, so we're going to delete that, and it cannot have any special characters. So just going to hit generate and then copy that and paste it right there. Next thing is we're going to do a password. A password can have special characters, and it can have as many characters as you want. I keep mine about 27 to 35, and going to hit generate and then copy that and paste that right there. And as you can see, it says very strong, 100 out of 100, which is excellent. So going to want to come back to my sheet and put the password right there, and then we're going to create the user right here where it says create user, and then right here we're going to grab this user, Control C to copy it, and come back to the sheet and paste it right there. Okay, so now that you've got your username, your password, and your database created, and you've got it all on the sheet, we're going to go ahead and add the user to the database. So we're going to click add, and then we're just going to click all privileges. Now I usually uncheck some of these, but I don't really want to cover those, so I'm just going to click all privileges and then make changes. So now that we've got the database created and we've got the user and the password all set up, we go back to the home, and then we'll go to File Manager, and want to make sure that you're in the document root for the site that you're going to be uploading or installing, I'm sorry, and we're just going to hit go. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you get to your public HTML folder is you're going to want to upload the latest version of WordPress. Now I've already downloaded it. It's on my desktop, so I'm actually just going to install it. So it is going to take a little while to install it, so while it's installing, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video, and then I'll come back once it's uploaded. Okay, WordPress has finished installing, and you'll be able to tell that because it'll tell you that it's complete. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back to the home, and as you can see, it installed WordPress, but it put it in a zip file. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to highlight that, and we're going to extract right here, extract the files. So just hit extract files. So it's extracted all the files, so we can actually delete this right here because we don't need this. But as you can see, it put everything in a folder right here where it says WordPress. We don't want it in that folder. We actually want the files outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click that, and then we're going to hit select all, and then we're going to hit move file. So this comes up right here where it says / public HTML / WordPress. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to delete all the way up to the WordPress, but leave the / public HTML / and then we're going to hit move files. So now when we go back to the public HTML, you'll see that all the files are outside of this WordPress folder. So we can actually highlight this folder and delete it now because we don't need it anymore. So the next thing I like to do is I like to come over here where it says config sample wp config sample.php, and I'm going to rename this. So I'm actually going to remove the sample and call it wp config.php. So we're going to hit rename. So now we're going to go back to that file we just renamed, and we're going to go in here and it says edit. So we're going to edit this, and we're going to add the database name and everything that we've just created. So we're going to go back to the sheet that we saved our information right here. You got the database name. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to go database name here. So we're going to Control V to paste right there. And you want to make sure that everything lines up. You don't want anything on the second line. So if it does, we need to go ahead and hit the backspace till everything lines up. So you're going to do the same thing for the username and the password. So right here where it says username, going to highlight that and make sure you leave the quotes there and just paste the information inside the quotes and do not delete the quotes. Otherwise your site will not work. So going to do the same thing for the password and going to paste that right there. Okay, so now we've got the database name and the user right there and the password. So now what we do is we scroll down, and what we want to do is we want to come over here and we're going to highlight this right here where it says secret key salt all the way up to the salt /. We're going to create some secret key salts. They're encryption keys, and we're going to paste that, open up a new browser and paste that URL in there. Now you'll see that it's generated some new salt keys, and if you want to generate a new version, you just click the refresh and keep hitting the refresh button, and it'll keep generating some salt keys for you. But I'm just going to copy these right here, and then I'm going to go back. Let me close that out. Okay, I'm going to come back here. Got so many windows open. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here, and I am going to highlight these, and then I'm going to go Control V to paste the ones that I just created right here on this site. So I'm going to close that out now that I'm done with that. And then I'm going to come back over here to my sheet record, and right here I've got something that says unique keys and salt. What I do is I actually just paste those that I just created and put in the site and keep them there. Now there is one more thing that I like to change right here where it says table prefix, where it says WP underscore. I do not leave mine WP underscore. I actually come over here to RoboForm, I remove the special characters, and you can either leave it on 27 characters or you can do more. I do mine about 27 to 35, depends. You can do as many as you want. It really doesn't matter, but 27 is sufficient. So then I'm going to just click Generate New, copy that, and we're going to come back over here where it says WP underscore, and we're going to put our cursor right there, right beside the underscore. Going to go Control V, leaving the underscore, and then at the end we're going to put another underscore. So you're going to have WP underscore, the characters that you just came up with, and then an underscore at the very end. So then we're going to come back to the sheet, and you can see I have a slot here that says WP table prefix, and I paste that right there. So now I've got my database information, my table prefix information, and my unique salt keys. So there we go. So now we're going to hit save. Now the next thing we should be able to do, if everything turns out perfectly, is I'm going to grab this right here to install WordPress, and I'm going to paste that right there, and as you can see it's the domain name / WordPress admin / install.php. So now I'm going to go ahead and click that, and as you can see it says WordPress. So if everything was done correct, then you can go ahead and you should see this page. Now I always uncheck this, allow search engines to index this site. I don't do that until the site is actually set up. And just for quick demonstrations, I'm just gonna show you really quickly. Site title, you would type in, something that's either search engine friendly or the name of your site. Basically I just wanted to show you how I do my admin. I actually do not do admin. I come over here to RoboForm and I generate I remove the special characters right here and then just hit generate new and then copy this. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to paste that right there. Now if you'll notice, it says usernames can have only alphanumeric characters, spaces, underscores, hyphens, periods, and the @ symbol. So what I do is I don't use spaces, but I'll come over here and I'll put like a underscore, a hyphen, a period, and then I can do an @ symbol as well too. So we'll do that. Alright, the @ symbol. So that should be pretty good. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to copy this and go back to your sheet record, and you're going to want to go password right there, or I'm sorry, that's the cPanel, so now that's in the wrong slot. So I'm going to come over here where it says blog admin login, so I'm going to go password right there because that's going to be my login for my site. And then we're going to go ahead and do a password. So a password can have these special characters, so I just click the special character button and then leave it on 27 and then click generate new, copy, and paste that right there. Now I'll come back over here to my sheet and then hit user, or I'm sorry, I've got those confused, don't I? Okay, I need to switch those before I mess up. So this is the password, okay, and this is the user. So let me switch that out. You want to make sure that you get this correct. RoboForm would usually save this information for me anyway, but I'm not going to save this because I'm not going to be keeping this site anyway. But I just wanted to show you. So now we've got the username, we've got the password, and as you can see, those are very secure, user and pass. So now the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over here and we're going to go install WordPress. Oh, we need to put an email address, don't we? So we're just going to type in an email address, no big deal. Okay, so now we're going to hit install. Okay, so now it says WordPress has been installed. Were you expecting more steps? And it said log in. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to log in, and I'm going to show you how to change. So I'm going to grab this username and paste that right there, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to grab this password and we're going to come over here. So I got to show you one quick thing, because when you log in you're going to notice something, okay? You're going to notice right here where it says howdy, and it's going to say, it's going to have your username, and that's not very secure. You actually don't want to have that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to go to all users. We're going to add new, and then we're going to, or I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, we're going to go to your profile. I'm sorry. Go to your profile, and we're just going to get a new, we're going to add a new profile here. So we're going to go, I'm just going to call it mobile apps. So we're going to go mobile and then apps for the last name. And then as you can, what you're going to want to do is this display name publicly as, and you're going to just click one of these mobile apps, okay? So then we're going to hit update file, and as you can see now, it's removed the secure password, so now you can't see that, and nobody else will see that. When everybody else sees is they'll see mobile apps. So that's how I do my how I secure my WordPress sites manually. As I said, I don't do this for all my sites. I just do these for the sites that I'm going to build into authority sites, and everything is all set up nice and secure, and I don't have to worry about my site getting hacked. So I just wanted to share with you, and hopefully this will help you secure your site better. I'll talk to you later. Bye.